So the first exercise we're going to do is a squat. You can do lots of different versions of these. We're going to go for a back squat. So you set up the bar so it's between chest and shoulder height. You get underneath the bar and put it onto the shoulders, not on the neck. Step back, take a nice wide stance, and then deep squat, drive up. Okay, walk it back in safely, bend. You're going to give it a go up. So make sure it's on the muscle. Nice, get underneath. Nice wide stance. Sink and drive back up. Good. Control down and then drive up. One more rep for us. Brilliant. Walking it in. Nice stuff. You can also do this one single leg, and if you don't have the equipment, you can use a leg press. Okay, the next exercise we're going to go through is a trap bar deadlift. You can do a straight bar deadlift, but a trap bar puts you in a little bit more of a more efficient position. You are going to, this is probably the exercise you can lift the most weight in your lower body and across the whole of the body, to be fair. You're going to set up with high handles if you are ever worried about having a lower back issue, and if you're a little bit taller than me. And what you're going to do is really tighten up. Your hips are higher than your knees and your shoulders are higher than your hips. Tighten with a neutral spine. Drive the bar away. Hip hinge to the floor. So if you saw what I did there, I just straightened my hips and knees, and then on the way down, I pushed my hips back and bent my knees to put it down safely and finish in the position I'm about to start in. Okay. Give it a go. Nice straight back for us. That's it, Hannah. Drive, good. Brilliant. Just take the tension out of the bar at the start. Deep breath in. Lovely. We'll move on to the upper body now. So we're going to work bench press. You can do this with dumbbells as well. So you lie under the bar with your eyes in line with the bar, and then your hands at a width that is comfortable. It's normally about a thumb's distance from the knurling here. You unrack, put it over your chest and retract your shoulders, and then you pull the bar down, drive the bar up with speed. Pull the bar down, drive the bar up with speed. Okay, if you want to have a go, huh? Yeah. I'll go behind. Okay, so eyes under the bar for us. That's it. Nice and strong. Lift the bar up, you pull it down, and then drive up. So you can push through your feet, your bottom, your back, and your head. Two more for us. Good. Right down to the chest, and then drive up. Right on, and we'll rack it back together. Good work. When training the upper body in a press movement, we can go horizontal like the bench press, or we can go overhead with a shoulder press. I very much like a landmine because it puts your shoulder into a more favourable position than perhaps a barbell will. So if you have access to one, you can put a barbell into a landmine attachment, or you can just shove it in the corner of a gym. And then you can go into standing or kneeling. We're going to kneel this time. Keep your rib cage down and press upwards and slightly forwards. And then pull the elbow into the back pocket on the way down. So if you want to go at this one, Hannah. Lovely, right hand. So it's your opposite knee. Good. Keep that rib cage down, so you're recruiting all the core muscles and then just focusing on the arms. We can do this standing, and we can even build up into doing it with some explosive lower body strength as well. Lovely, pushing up, pulling the elbow back down as well. If you don't have access to a barbell or a landmine attachment, you can just do this exercise with a dumbbell. So you're still in a half kneeling position, brace the core, and you are going to press overhead, pull back down. Brace, press overhead, pull back down. Try not to lean on that arm, and try and work to your weaker side. So obviously if I was then doing my left side, I'd be in this position. Press, pull down, press, pull down. Okay, let me give that a go, Hannah. Let me know if I picked too heavy.
Thank Thank you.
Okay. So rib cage down, and then you're just going to press overhead and then control it back down. Half of the movement is the control as well and the stability. Lovely. Moving on to upper body pulling movements, we're going to start with the vertical exercise, which is a pull-up or a chin-up. In today's one, we're going to do a chin-up. So Hannah's going to take a step onto the box. We're going to use a band for a bit of assistance, and then Hannah is going to cross her legs and pull up. So her chin is over the bar, and then fully lowered down. Lovely. Pull up nice and speedily. Fantastic. And slowly lowering into control. One more rep. And then pop your foot back onto the bench. Either one. And then you can get out. The horizontal alternative to an upper body pull movement like the chin up is a bent over row. So you just need a bench, a dumbbell or a kettlebell in this scenario, and you lean over and have a nice flat back. So not rounded, go into a nice tabletop position. You then grip the weight, make sure your shoulders are nice and level, and then you pull and allow it to come back down. You can have a little bit of rotation in it to replicate the rotation we have in golf and how the shoulder works. And then obviously you would do the other side. Give it a go, Hannah. Nice flat back. Just make sure you dip your back nicely, that's perfect. And then pull and slowly lower a little bit higher. That's it. Good, breathe out. And in. Lovely. And we do the same on the other side. So moving on from the strength training exercises, we're moving into more power and explosive parts to train. One of the key ones to use is a trap bar jump. Any form of weighted jump will help your club head speed and your golf performance. We're going to go for this one where we're jumping from the floor to really try and improve your something called your impulse, which is the amount of force you can produce in each second, which, as you can probably imagine, correlates quite highly to golf and club head speed. So Hannah's going to join us here. She's going to come inside the trap bar. You're going to set up at the bottom of the movement. That's why I've lifted it onto blocks for a little bit of added just comfort of height. Take all of the slack out of the bar, and then when you're ready, you just drive and into a jump. Perfect. Land safely, reset, and go for another couple. Brilliant. Really tight at the bottom, and then as explosive as you can. One last one. Good. You can also do this one with a bar on your back if you don't have access to a trap bar, and you can do any form. You could hold dumbbells, you could wear a weights vest, lots of options. A way to make the upper body pushing strength movements into more of an explosive movement is using med balls and slam balls. So Hannah's going to take a lie on her back as if she's going to do a sit-up. So knees bent, protect the lower back. Hold the med ball. You're going to take it down to your chest and then just throw it as high as possible. I'll catch. Nice. Okay, and again, down, drive. Brilliant. Two more. Good. Down, drive. Good. Just make sure it's one more, just over your chest. Down and brilliant. In the same vein, we want to make our back pulling muscles equally as explosive rather than just strong through strength training. So a way to do that is through slams. So we are going to use our lat muscles in our back, very prominent in a downswing in golf. So we're going to take the ball overhead, really big stretch, and then pull it down as fast as we can so it slams on the floor. So one more of those. Big stretch. Do you want to have a go? And get some aggression out on this one. So, really big stretch overhead, and then slam. Fantastic. Sorry, that was the mat. Make it land right in front of you if you can. Up tall. Good. Use your legs a little bit less. So it's a little bit more arm dominant, this version. So you take it up. Brilliant. Up tall. That was a nice one. Good. The last exercise we're going to show you is a core explosive powerful exercise, which is going to be a med ball slam, or rotational med ball slam, should I say. So you grab a wall ball or a med ball and you are just going to slam it as hard as you can against the wall. You can do these in lots of different ways, but the main thing we're going to focus on is producing power and really getting the rear hip to drive towards the wall. So a little demo would be like so. Give it a go. Okay, out your way. Nice. Excellent. One more on this side. And then you have to do the other side. This will feel a little bit less natural. Really get your hips into it, so drive through the floor. So, very nice. Really driving through the floor, getting your back hip into it to really create that force. Well, that was a nice one.
That was a good one.
Get your aggression out. Nice.